Hi, guys. So, today I'm here to talk about embracing our uniqueness. That's what makes us, right? We were perfectly made in God's image. So, why is it that we allow people to place identity on us? Why is it we feel we need approval from people to validate who we were already called to be? If I can think back to being a child, so being a child, we look for approval from our parents, right? Like their approving of us signify love to us, right? So from a child, we're looking for approval from our parents. Then, as we get older and we start to have friends, we're looking for approval from our friends. And we're in school, we're looking for approval from the teachers, right? Like we want to get the good grades, we want to do good, right? Then we get into relationship and we're looking for approval from our mates. When does it end? Does it ever end? Are we ever gonna get to the point where people can just accept us for who we are? And I'm not saying that doesn't mean that when you get into a relationship that you might not have to change a little. You might not have to adjust. Of course you do. But when that time comes, you'll deal with that. Until then, why can't you just be you? And it's okay. Why is it people are always looking to see the wrong in us, right? I mean, I always say, if I don't work for you, then that's okay. You don't have to stick around. You don't have to be in my circle. But to what degree do we continue to adjust and bend for others that we lose a part of who we are? I love me. Now, can I make some change to be a better me? Of course, I'm sure. Because as we're growing, change should come. Change have to come, right? In order to have growth, there must be change. So I'm okay with that. But I don't need for someone to always point out what they think is wrong with me. First of all, who asked you? Right? Like, did I ask you to tell me what you think is wrong with me? Now I can see that. I can see if I say, well, listen, you know what? I think I need to just do some self-reflect, and I'm trying to just find out, how other people view me. So, what do you think of me? How do you view me? How do you view this friendship? How do you view me as a human being? If I come to you and I'm asking you those questions so I can be a better me for me, then that's okay. But if I don't ask you and you feel like your reasons for saying whatever it is that you have a problem with are valid, then when I say what I say, that it's a problem. I don't need anyone validation. I am not looking for validation from anyone. Because at the end of the day, guess what? They don't have the final say so. They don't. They don't dictate whether my bills are paid. They don't dictate whether I have food on the table. They don't dictate anything. So, why? Why are we so caught up in what other people think? Why? All that matters, that should matter, is how you feel about you. How do you see yourself? What do you see when you look in that mirror? Not other people. Because guess what? An opinion is a dime a dozen. Everybody has one. So what does that say? So, yeah, I'm just here to say that we have to start embracing our uniqueness. I'm Adela. There's no one else like me. I don't want to be a duplicate. I don't. There's only one me. And I'm happy about that. And that works for me. The good, the bad, the in between. It's me. That's what makes me. So if I accept me, why can't others? But you know what? Let me tell you what I love about when people try to change you. It helps you to see that maybe you have outgrown that space with that individual. Because if it's going to be a constant battle of where you think you need to fix me, we got a problem. We got a big problem. Because I don't need you to fix me. It's not your job to fix me. Like I said, if I ask your opinion, that's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different topic. But I think sometimes people get caught up and don't realize that it's okay to agree to disagree, right? It is. I'm not here to tell anybody how to live. I'm not here to tell anybody how they should change or how they should do this or how they should do that. Because guess what? It's their life. However they feel they want to live their life, that's on them. Now, if I feel you doing things to me that doesn't work for me, like you're disrespectful, you're just a nasty individual, you're rude, then I have a choice to step away from that. Once again, thank God for free will, right? Thank God for choices. We have choices. So we don't have to stick around and deal with anything or tolerate anything that doesn't align with how we feel. But we shouldn't have to change who we are as a whole in order to fit in. You know why? Because we've been trying to fit in our whole life. We've been trying to fit into the right clique of friends. We've been trying to fit in to get that right man. We've been trying to fit in to be the perfect daughter, the perfect sister. It's like the perfect mom. Wow. When do I just get to be me and embrace me being me? Because I love me. I don't know, because sometimes I feel like maybe something is wrong with me, because for me, I accept people for who they are. Like I said, because it's either you're going to work for me or you're not going to work for me. And that's in a relationship, that's in friendship, that's in a co-worker. It's either who you are as a whole work for me or it doesn't. But I don't come into any relationship looking for ways to change that individual. Especially like, all right, you know what? I'm sarcastic. I can be very sarcastic. That's a part of me. So might I have to tone that down when I'm in a relationship? I might. Depends. Because if he's just as sarcastic as me, like, listen, it's a perfect match. But until I get to the place where we decide we're going to be in a monogamous relationship, I'm going to be sarcastic. Because we're dating. Dating does not entail relationship. Dating does not entail marriage. Dating is dating. Like you go on interviews for a job. You go on an interview, it does not mean you get the job. Because there's many other applicants that's going to go for that position. Just like dating. There's many applicants I'm going to go through before I find that one. So, I'm going to be me. But if things go a step further and we're like, all right, you know what? I'm really feeling you. I'm feeling you too. Let's see where this can go. All right. Now, the work starts. Because now, we decide we're really dating with a purpose, right? We decide that we're going to put our best foot forward to ensure that this can be a healthy space for both of us. There's a difference. We came to the table and we came to an agreement and we both decide this is what we want. But until then, I'm not selling myself short for every man that I meet. I'm not going to deny who I am to please every man that I meet just because why? Because who's saved? Society said that, oh, this is what you should be. You should be a celebrity. You should be. Listen, I believe there's someone out there for everyone. And if me being me doesn't work for that individual, then guess what? They're not for me. That just tell me it would never work. Because you know what? I could pretend. I can tone down the sarcasticness. I can be this sweet individual. I can say all the right things. I can do all the right things. But guess what? He's not dating Adela. I don't know who he's dating, because that's not Adela. I like to laugh. I like to joke. So, are you telling me that there is such a shortage on men or people that in order for me to have friends, be in a relationship, to fit in, that I have to change who I am? I have to get rid of all the things that made me me? Nah. No. Sorry. Can't do it. I cannot sell out to myself. Cannot. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I gotta live with me. Wherever I go, I'm there. So, how can I do it? So I just need for everyone to understand there's a reason why you are you. You're unique. Embrace that uniqueness. It's been too long that we have attempt to be someone that we're not, in fear of not being accepted. Not being accepted by who? When at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Because when you have that self-love, listen, you'll be amazed at how things that used to upset you, you just be like, all right. I don't even get mad when I speak to a guy, 1 or 2 conversation, and things doesn't go accordingly. All right. But I appreciate this great conversation we had, but wish you the best of luck. Because I cannot lose me. I cannot lose who I am in order to appease people. And it's so frustrating that, and then, we say like, oh, listen, why people can't be honest? Why? How could you ask for someone to be honest? Them being honest means however they come, you should accept them. But if you telling me if I come and maybe I'm sarcastic, maybe I don't have a job, maybe I didn't go to college, all these things that made that individual them, they come to you that way. It doesn't work for you. It's not enough. So, in the breath of asking for someone to be honest, uniqueness comes with honesty. That's them. So, like I said, me being honest is me showing you that I'm sarcastic. I'm being honest with you. Right from the gate, because I want you to see what you're getting. I need to know if you're able to handle it, because guess what? It's going to come out. I only could hide it but for so long. But why should I have to? Why? Why can't I just be me and find that person that accept all of me and we can rock out? So you're telling me in order for me to have friends and in order for me to be in a relationship, I have to change me per se? And like I said, I know as things go further and deeper, adjustments have to be made. I get that. I'm not saying oh, there's no way I'm not changing with my mind. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying from the get-go, I need to be able to be me. And if that doesn't work, like they said, hit the road and don't you come back. Listen, life goes on. I just don't want to get to the point where I wake up one morning and I look in the mirror and I'm like, who's this individual staring back at me? Because I have bent and I have adjusted so much that I don't even recognize me. That I don't want. So therefore, embrace your uniqueness. Embrace who you are. Embrace who God has called you to be. You're wonderfully made in His image. So don't let anyone strip you of that title that He already has given you. It's not worth it. Once again, I'm Adela. And that's my testimony. Until next time, stay blessed.